Welcome ladies and gentlemen to episode 2 of must-haves in the office and gaming setup. Today we're looking at the FIFIFNE K658 microphone. This is a USB dynamic microphone with no background sound for streaming and podcasting. I want to quickly say a massive thank you to everyone that's come over from TikTok. This will be the full review and unboxing, so please make sure you leave a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Also a massive thank you to FIFIFNE for sending this out for review. I appreciate it. So before we get into the unboxing, the price is $147.99 in US dollars, so it is a little bit cheaper for the UK lot. So we're going to start with the packaging. Obviously the box is very minimalistic itself in information, but it does have a panel that tells you a little bit about what you need to know. It's a very nice styled box, I do give it that. So once you're inside the box, it's very straight to the point. There's no extra, packaging, no extra plastic. It's what you want to see. So starting off with the user guide, obviously every product comes with one of these, just gives you a little bit of information of how to set up the microphone, how to install the drivers, how to install the microphone into a shock mount or into a boom arm. So it's probably always best to keep that to one side. Next up, you have the USB-C to standard USB cable, and what I like about this company is they add that nice little cable tidy, which I think most companies should take to note. This is a great feature. Next is the ring that actually attaches the mic to the shock mount, which we'll get into a little later. So the shock mount itself is very sturdy, even though it's mainly out of plastic and rubber. I like how it's got the metal insert because a lot of the time they are plastic and they end up wearing away after a couple of uses. They also do give you the adapter for a boom arm, which I kind of like because a lot of companies nowadays will make you pay separately for something like this, so it's very nice of FIFIFNE to throw that in there. Now moving on to the stand, you need to cancel your gym membership because this thing weighs a ton. It's very well made. It's not plastic, which a lot of companies out there make them. This one is made to last. It will also hold your microphone without it toppling over. It does open quite wide, so you may need some space on the desk, but it does come with rubber feet. If you have a slip surface, this is going to hold very nicely, and it looks fantastic on the desk or even on a boom arm. So that's the stand, very well made. Now moving on to the main product that everyone's here to see, the microphone. Like I said, this is a USB dynamic microphone with non-background sound for streaming and podcasting. Works on the Mac, the Windows, PS4, PS5 and recording software compatible. So if you are a singer or a songwriter, get yourself one of these. On top, you will find yourself a touch to mute button as well, which is very nice, and also a volume dial, which is for gain. Underneath, you have got the LED status indicator where you can tap it, turns on the RGB. On the back side here, you've got a USB-C and even a headphone jack for latency-free monitoring, so you can hear yourself back crispy. It also comes with an external and internal pop filter, so it just gives it that extra crispiness without it hearing all the distortion. Now moving on to the assembly, it's very simple. Even on the shock mount, it tells you which side is the back. Once you've got the microphone placed through, get the adapter ring and just tighten that bad boy on. Once it's on there, it does have a little wobble, but you are not letting that microphone go. It will not fall out. Do not worry. The assembly of the stand is very foolproof. It is simply a screw in the base. It's not that hard. It's not very like rocket science, but I thought I'd show you anyway. Once it's in, you will have to move the microphone up a bit because if it's too far forward, general knowledge, gravity is going to pull it to the floor. But once it's in there, once it's on, it looks fantastic, and I definitely recommend, if you don't have a boom arm, go and invest in one. They're very cheap, but you don't have to go for an expensive one. But once it's on a boom arm, it looks fantastic. So like we spoke before, on top you have got the on off, which is the mute button with an LED status. It also has the gain control. Underneath the microphone, you've got the unique breathing RGB light switch on and off, which I think this just gives the mic a little bit more of like a pizzazz, But anyway, now let's move on to a sound test. So what I'm using right now is the Blue Snowball with a pop filter and voice meter. And this is now the Blue Snowball with a pop filter without voice meter. Now let's move on to the K658. Now we are using the K658 with the standard pop filter it comes with and no voice meter. Now we're using the K658 with the standard pop filter it comes with, using voice meter both times with 100% gain. So let me know in the comments which one you thought was the best. In my opinion, the K658 beats the Snowball every time. So before we end, let's go through some key pointers. This is the USB dynamic microphone from FIFIFNE, the K658, with non-background sound for streaming and podcasting. It's a unique breathing RGB lighting, works on Windows, Mac, PS4, PS5, DAW and recording software compatible. Touch to mute button with also the volume dial for gain. LED status indicator, a latency-free monitoring, both internal and external pop filters, with an all-metal body and stand and a customized shock. Coming in at $147.99, this is a must-have. So thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell. Again, thank you to FIFIFNE for sending this product out for review, and I'll catch you all in the next episode, which we will be reviewing the PXN V9 steering wheel, pedals and clutch. See you all then.